Okay, Assalamualaikum and good morning everyone. Today we're going to do our group discussion. Let's introduce ourselves first. My name is Nur Shazana binti Zainal and my metric number is 202869.
Hello everyone, my name is Umi Izzati binti Mama Azmi. My metric number is 202709.
And I'm Ayman Igmidan. I'm the foreigner here. My metric number is 204807.
Okay, so I will start first. We are here to discuss the focus for today is actually, is it difficult to practice zero waste lifestyle in Malaysia? What is your view? So I strongly agree that the statement which is difficult to practice zero waste lifestyle in Malaysia. First of all, let me see the definition first of zero waste. Zero waste is actually a set of principles focus on waste prevention that encourage the redesign of resource life cycle so that all product can be reused. Like as we know, like only 9% of plastic is actually recycled. So this topic is important for us to know. So my point is actually that I agree with that focus is my first point to support my stand is most of company making product that based on plastic or the thing that non-biodegradable. So when the user buy the product based on plastic, they keep buying and for example, every day they buy a lot of plastic and they end up the user or Malaysian end up they don't know what to do with those plastic. So this actually lead to my second point, but before I proceed, is there any one of you who would like to share your opinion? Maybe Izzati?
Um, not quite agree with your opinion because I'm not agree with the statement which is it is not difficult to practice the zero waste lifestyle in Malaysia. And why I said that because as you can see from kindergarten, we already practice this zero waste lifestyle, which is 3R, reuse, reduce, and recycle. So we already adapt to not kind of adapt, but we already adapt to this lifestyle, which is we need to reduce and the usage of plastic, and we not use the straw, plastic straw. So I guess this lifestyle is not difficult to practice in Malaysia, but it will need a long time to to make to make citizens in Malaysia adapt with this lifestyle. And why I said this zero waste lifestyle is can be adapted in Malaysia because um, we also have competition within our citizens that competition about to 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 determine uh, which one of us can make use of the recycle item to make and make it extraordinary. So this convinces that zero waste lifestyle will just reduce, reuse, and recycle are not difficult to practice in Malaysia. So how about you, Amy?
Um, Fortunately, zero waste lifestyle is slowly gaining traction around the globe, especially here in Malaysia. I've noticed it since I was here, even if it's not a long time. But is it difficult to actually achieve it? I think, yeah, it is. Because, first of all, change is not human. The humans, historically speaking, don't do well with change. It's really hard to change our habits, and also it requires a lot of commitment. Second, I'd say it's really impractical to apply the zero waste points. For example, should I have always a globe with me in my bag if I want to go to cinema to eat popcorn, if I want to go to a stadium to drink uh, something? It's not really practical. Can you add up more, Zainab? Because we are on the same boat here.
That's a
Um,
good idea. I might. Me, you want to interrupt? Okay.
yes, it's not really practical because but we can slowly change it by bringing our metal straw or what we call the reusable straw. Uh, and also you can see I experienced it myself that each of the restaurant which is KFC for example they put sign which is not use not use the just not use the straw. They don't really they don't provide the straw to customer. So the customer needs either to bring the straw by themselves or just drink it without straw. So I guess this is to change the lifestyle in Malaysia.
What you say is right. I'm agree with you, but I'm still disagree because why I'm still disagree. Is it difficult for Malaysian to practice zero waste? Is actually if you can see the KFC provides straw, but the percentage is very little. That okay. Uh,
So that's why I say it need a long time before
still,
all of the citizens need to adapt this.
but for now it's still difficult. So in addition, as you say just now, everyone know 3R, but they don't know 5R. 5R, which is another two is recovery and reproduct, something like that. So my next point is actually many Malaysian or citizen don't know how their lack of exposure to how waste management. They don't know how to manage their waste to implement the zero waste. For example, I think like most of people don't know what is SDG. SDG is actually Sustainable Development Goal, which there is 70 goals that the United Nations are created. And one of the 17 goal is actually how we gonna manage our waste. What do you think, Ayman?
Um, I can add up to what you said. Initial changes, if you want really want to help the earth, should be from the big stages. And what I mean by the big stages is initial companies, production companies,
Yeah.
and governments.
Mm.
Government's role is to develop recycling, focus more on recycling, develop, create engineers really strong at their field in order to help recycle stuff. Sweden, for example, have managed to recycle 100% of their waste. Just, I mean, not only due to education, but mostly because of education. Uh, on another hand, I said about initial companies, companies actually pack every single item in plastic, which can be, which I think there are a lot of other methods. Yes, they are focusing on gaining money,
Yeah.
but come on, let's think about Earth. I mean, government should give the difference of money to companies for granted just to save the Earth. So instead of packaging in plastic, we can package it in cartoon, for example, or carbon plastics. Let's take chips, for example. Chips come with an entire bag of plastic, but so little chips. Okay, what do you think to me?
um,
Do I make sense?
yeah,
Do you
you
see
really make
anything
sense.
against this statement?
It just makes sense. But I experienced it as well that in last sem, the lecturer told us in this classroom with that uh, many many plantation already use the compost which is to reduce compost use compost to adapt with the zero waste lifestyle.
Can you believe that most of people use compost?
And not not quite all of us, but it's slowly um, uh, use the compost. And 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 recently I found the um, website which is Zero Waste Malaysia, and they launched a project which is Project Zero. It's a long foundation campaign to convince other people to make use of this zero waste lifestyle in Malaysia. So I guess this is one step into the zero waste kind of lifestyle.
Oh,
There are actually steps like this that help 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 moving forward in this wave, but they need to be a bit reasonable. We can't just create a donation of big money just to raise up people. So, like you said, the zero waste Malaysia, this movement is actually worldwide, just not in Malaysia.
Mm,
Zero waste. And what they do is go to each country, grab some donations in order to make public talks and provide certain items to people who are with them in order uh, to help the community grow, community of zero wasters. So yeah, it's a really good idea. It's a start. It's definitely a start for a better world. I agree.
yeah.
How about you?
how about you, Shaz?
Uh, like like you said earlier, it seems like people know how to compose, how to manage their waste, but I'm still question why is there any increased number of waste in Malaysia year by year keep increasing. So that's why I still think that is it difficult for Malaysian to manage their waste.
Well, I kind of agree with that because when I think it again, yes, we do live with zero waste lifestyle, but the increment of the person who adapt with the lifestyle is not increasing so well. Um, so and I also agree with Amen point, which is changeable is very difficult in individual
Yeah.
because we need a long time, to change it, and yeah, but it's not possible to do that. But we need a long time to do it.
I would like to ask Aiman, as he is a foreigner here, did you ever see like Malaysian know how did you
Ethical.
ever see Malaysian implement waste management in here?
Um, Waste management. Uh, not anything, not anything official, but I've seen. Uh, I mean, streets are clean. That's that's one thing. Even some back streets aren't, but main streets, most of the main streets are clean. Also, there are a lot of uh, waste management here. I I noticed that. But on the other hand, I think there's a lot of plastic bags
Mm,
that
I'm
can
agree.
easily be there and they can easily be avoided.
Yeah.
Like for example, in the supermarkets or the hypermarkets, they offer a lot of plastic bags for basically anything. Whenever you go just buy snack, they offer a plastic bag for just for 20 cents, I guess.
yes, 30 cents.
We should
Yeah,
follow.
you can change small stuff. I mean, you can provide big bags made from paper or from carton instead of plastic bags and stuff like that. Those small steps help. Yeah, that's what I think about this.
Yeah, about plastic bag is really number one problem in Malaysia.
Yes.
Right, Shaz? As you can say earlier, right, Shaz, about the company provide plastic,
Um,
right?
they make production of plastic because maybe like plastic is easy to make and the cost is not it's not so high.
Yes, yes. It's not so expensive.
Um,
And yeah, zero lifestyle is not very practical in Malaysia.
Mm-mm.
But as Eamon said that, yeah, as you can see in supermarket, although we convince them to not use the plastic, but still they sell at 20 cents. I think they should be raise the price, and on the outside of supermarket they should sell the reusable bag if they want to adapt. If they want to use this zero waste lifestyle.
Um, should we conclude our discussion?
yeah, sure.
Uh, yeah,
So before we end our discussion, we can conclude that all of us agree that that is it difficult to practice zero waste lifestyle in Malaysia. Thank you for your contribution to this discussion.
thank you.